Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Theresa. How are you today?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here.
Me too.
am being just totally transparent, I've really looked forward to today and having you on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Because you have a really good story to tell.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
I'm
all
happy.
about
I'm
stories.
grateful. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
Always great to talk to you.
Good. Well, so we're going to tell your story today.
Yeah.
Why don't you start with like who you are, how long you kind of been in real estate, maybe where you come from. Are you originally from Charlotte? Kind of give us a background.
So my name is Michael Rivera.
Yes.
Some people know me as Michael Donato in the music industry. And then I come from Puerto Rico, a beautiful island in the Caribbean where sun is shining. And I miss it very much. But we've been here in Charlotte 7 years.
Okay.
And I've been in real estate 4 years now this past month.
So
4 years with Keller Williams.
4 years here at KWB.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to make you back up even from there. You moved directly from Puerto Rico here 7 years ago?
No. First
when you were little, you moved to the U.S.?
I lived in Puerto Rico all my life.
Your whole life?
A whole life, yeah. And then I moved in my 20s.
Okay.
I went for audio engineering and music production school. Then I stayed in West Palm Beach, Miami for a while. Went back home, 27 years old. And then we came back like 2011, 2012.
Okay.
We moved to Florida.
Okay.
Me,
And you
my
say
wife,
we.
my wife and three daughters.
Aww.
So all of us, went to a beach town in Flagler Beach and enjoyed it very much.
Flagler
And then,
Beach.
7 years ago, we decided to move to Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a reason? Charlotte was kind of starting to boom at that point,
Mm-hmm.
right? So probably word on the streets, if you will, kind of a great place to raise a family.
Absolutely.
But was there a specific reason? Was it at that point?
Well, we came to Charlotte a few times because my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, he's a doctor here. We came to visit a few times.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with the houses, the real estate. We came in fall, and it was beautiful. And my wife always wanted to live in a place where she can experience like the 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't we do the change? You just something different. I know we love the beach. We miss the beach. We're gonna go back eventually.
Yeah.
Near the beach. I mean, because 3 hours from here is kind of challenging. We like to go every weekend. So.
Yeah.
But now, being here and we've enjoyed, everybody have grown. Daughters went to college, became nurses. So
we
very
found
happy.
roots here for
We found
sure.
roots. But we love the beach, and eventually that's on the radar.
That's where we're
to go
getting
back to a beach town. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you're a beach kid. You're
Absolutely.
an island kid.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
MDR Realty Beachside.
Is that really the slogan?
I don't know. That's gonna come one day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, keeping North Carolina license active.
Of course.
And maybe
And then you could do both.
get the Florida license too.
So you've been licensed, you said 7 years.
4 years license.
4 years license
Here with Keller Williams Valentine.
here when you started. So tell me, kind of bring me back to when you first started in real estate then. Everybody tells me how easy it is, jumping into a brand new
so easy.
entrepreneurial career.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be challenging. At that time, I was working as a mixologist, bartender in hospitality. That's something I've done all my life. I'm working mainly in luxury hotels, banquets. Right across the street, the Valentine Hotel was home for almost 6 years working there. And when I started, I had that job. So I didn't went full time to real estate, because I had a paycheck coming in.
For sure. I have a family. I have, something
Absolutely.
steady.
And at the same time, I was seeing part-time results.
Yeah.
You can do both things, but you won't see the same results when you go full time.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I lost that job, and then I went. This is a sign from God. Sometimes you lose something, and it's because God has something greater. That when you start hearing in Keller Williams, I remember the training. One of the first videos I saw was like cutting the parachute. That parachute video, and that's how what he felt. I was probably skeptical or scared, to just quit, being having that income and just go all in. Because of course you have a wife and have kids, but I'm glad it happened the way it happened because God had something greater on the other side. He's like, you're not cutting your parachute. Like, you know what? I'm going to cut it for you. So
I have to tell you a really quick secret. That is my video that I play in Ignite. It's the Steve Harvey video.
Yes.
For anybody that wants to go look it up, it's the Steve Harvey jump video. And he talks about that God has a purpose for all of us.
Yes.
And sometimes he might even kind of nudge you because if you just never jump, you'll never know.
Exactly.
And
And I remember that video, and that's in my heart from day one, like 4 years ago. I'm like, it's the parachute. You got to cut the parachute. But I'm like, I can't cut the parachute.
But we still live in fear. Yeah. It's the fear of the unknown.
Yep.
Can it happen for me too? You're here with a lot of high producing agents. It's easy to see, their success, but is it going to happen for me?
Is it going to happen for me?
Yeah.
And that first year, I took it as a learning, every day we learn something new. If you got to have the mindset of like, I'm a student for life, because every day, I'm working with investors now, and there's some things they do. I'm like, oh my God, that's interesting. I didn't know that, the way they do their business. And you have to dominate that fear, of like, just jump in and do it every day consistently.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Sounds so
Just
cliche.
do it. It is so
the
cliche,
best slogan
but it's
ever.
so true.
Just do it.
Just do it every day.
Okay, so
that's another video, right?
It
we have.
is.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
So if you really were full-time now the last 2 years. So again, I love how you said, I'm doing part-time, I'm getting part-time results.
Yep.
So 2 years ago, you dive all in. Tell me, how's your production been? How's the business going these last 2 years when you committed?
So I came from, doing a few transactions a year, 3, 4, or 5, the first 2 years, to, setting up a goal. Like I see other people saying, I'm going to do 20 this year. I'm like, man, I was struggling to do 1, like I'm going to do 20.
Yeah.
But thank God, I think I did over 20 that year that I went full time. Now, I think this year we're more than 5 or 6 already.
Oh yeah.
So probably 7, I think. And then it just happened, when I showed up every day consistently with the discipline of doing the things I need to do. And it's a matter of doing, not like 8 hours, just consistently doing 2-3 hours a day of what you need to do to get to your goals.
So let's talk about that then. If I'm diving all in and I'm talking about consistency, what am I doing? Am I talking to people? Do I have to go to all these events? What does that look like?
For me, it really looks like starting my day early morning and winning the morning. We hear that a lot, right?
A lot.
And I never
It's true.
really, I need to win the morning, but what does that look like? And it really looks like for me waking up at 4:30, 5 a.m. every morning, not to work, but to love God and to love myself. That first hour, it's really about practicing gratitude, making some coffee, sitting down in silence, just thinking about my goals, being grateful for the coffee, for my slippers, for my house, for the yard, for anything. All these little things, when you practice gratitude, it's amazing how your frequency goes up here and you start attracting instead of chasing.
Yes.
So that hour, it's that meditating, praying, practice gratitude, and then another 30 minutes of stretching, doing exercise.
Yeah.
And
physical.
While I'm doing that, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to training my mind and training my mindset. I listen to Jim Rohn, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, all these, podcasts that are just helping me
Feed
be
some
better.
good energy in there. Yeah.
So I'm not stretching my body, my physical. I'm also, training my heart, my soul, my mind.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stop there really quick because I didn't know this about you when we first got to know each other here at KWB. I didn't know this side of you, which is incredible. And ultimately, I do know this side of you now because you are actually the only author I've ever had on the podcast.
That's awesome.
You wrote a book about some of those things that you were just mentioning about, again, your relationship with God and your, again, taking care of your mindset and what that looks like. What is the book called? I want to make sure that we tell everybody where they can get it, all of that good stuff, because it's an amazing book and an easy read.
It's an easy read.
Easy read that everybody should just pick up. Great gift as well.
Yeah, definitely. The book is called Dreams Fuel Passion.
Dreams
Fuel Passion. It's a journey of faith, growth. It talks about mindset, about some personal struggles, motivation, surrounding yourself with the right people, leaving out toxic habits, which I had a few, and they were holding me back, You need to surround yourself with great people, like-minded people that wants to grow.
Yeah.
If you're the most intelligent person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right?
In the wrong room.
In the wrong room. So that's something I wanted to do since I was teenager. I think my dad gave me How to Get Rich
Yeah.
really early.
Maybe
And
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, something like
something
that.
like that. And then also the
Good
How to
father
Influence
gift.
People.
Yes.
You know, those two books, when I read them, I was like 15 or 16.
Wow.
And when I read those books, I remember something hit on me like, this is something I would love to do one day. Like, I love writing poems. I love writing quotes. So throughout the years, you know, I've been stockpiling, you know, journals, books, napkins, because I work in hospitality.
Notes that you would make for yourself.
So when I was bartending, many times in the downtime, I'm writing on napkins. So I have all those napkins,
Aww.
you know, and all these little things that I had to really put together and form this book. Like it's just things that I've learned throughout the years, you know, and then not only I've learned them, I learned to apply them.
Yep.
And that's when the shift comes, when you take action.
Yeah. Okay. So the book again is
Dreams Fuel Passion.
Dreams
It's in
Fuel
Amazon.
Passion on Amazon. They can get it.
They can get it on Amazon. If you see me around, want to hit me up, I can get you a copy.
Yes. I love it. It's a great book. And again, you're exactly right. It hits so many different pieces of
it does.
Your life and where you're at. As we always say, the season you're in now.
The season you're in. And God has a timing for everything.
Amen.
I mean, this is something I wanted to do like 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
And kept putting it aside.
Kept putting it aside.
Who's going to have time for that?
Yes.
When do I have time to write?
But now, you know, after, you know, I've really experienced growth, now it really reflects who I am. So God said, okay, you have that in your heart right now, but it's not for now.
It's not now.
You got to go through a lot of stuff through life for then, you know, the book to be credible.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? People say a lot of the times when you come to Keller Williams, it's not what you do. It's actually who you become.
True.
Right? And again, the season you're in right now and how much you've changed, you know, just in, say, the last few years.
Yeah.
It really is who you're becoming.
It's definitely who you're becoming, who you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah.
Here, you know, I've met some great people. We've had great conversation. We've had personal conversation of like that first year, the struggles, you know, and wanting to quit and wanting to, this is not for me, you know, like I'm going to just focus again. And it's just all these little, you know, trials in life that makes you who you become. Like I'm gonna overcome this and it's gonna be great. Yeah. You know?
Which is funny because you mentioned consistency.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, you know, your consistency of your business, but really it's just each day.
Each day.
Consistently being 1% better.
1% better.
Day.
And the discipline to do it, because, you know, sometimes we want to rely on motivation. Yeah. And motivation comes and go. Yeah. You know, that's the discipline is like, I'm gonna do this, even though I don't want to do it, because I know this is what I need to do.
That's right.
And then motivation follows, you know?
So good. Okay, make sure everybody gets the book. I'll come back to real estate now.
Yes.
So you're having a really good year this year.
Yes.
Yeah, on track to do more than that 20 goal that you had set out.
I set up like, I want to do 30 then this year. Yeah. You know, and let's see how that looks like.
I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah. What do you enjoy most about real estate?
Oh, man, honestly, like the people.
Yeah.
The people I meet, the relationships I build, like just being able to accomplish somebody else's dream.
Yes.
You know, and when people say like, I'm not going to be able to do this. The loan officers say I can't. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you may not be able to do it right now, but how can we make it happen? Let me work on this. You know, maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year. I was working with a lady now that we were able to close her like for 3 years. Wow. 3 years since I was one of my first persons that I started working with. And this past year was when we did the closing. So some of them take longer. Yeah. And some of them they're ready, but it's just being able to help people. I think that's the most thing I like.
Yeah. Real estate's a good
building relationships.
Good place for people, helping people. I love all that.
And then when they finish, you know, and say like, man, you know, I want to have you in Thanksgiving, or, you know, we're going to have this party. You can come over. I want to cook for you. All those things, that's satisfaction. Yeah. You know, that's like, man, I did something for somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So tell me a little bit more about your legacy. Mm-hmm. You actually just kind of talked about getting back to the beach.
Yes.
But, you know, you're raising 3 beautiful girls and they're doing well. And then what happens next? Like, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
I see myself, you know, working on music a lot. You know, that's my biggest passion. I think we all have different talents and gifts that God put inside of you. And one of them for me is creating and producing music with a purpose, with a message of love, hope, faith, worship, stories that can encourage somebody. Besides that, I also see myself owning a few properties, long-term rentals, maybe some Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Keep working and building, working with investors and helping people, build wealth.
So when you say in music, so on top of being an author, you actually write music and sing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a singer-songwriter, self-taught. I did go to school for music production to learn how to do my own recording studio at home and be able to record. Because when you want to record an album, it is pretty expensive.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah,
I did that one time, my first album, and it was like a lot of money. I said, like, you know what? I think I can learn this and, get my own sound and be able to work the console, record and edit. And I did. And I have my studio at home, which anytime that inspiration comes, I'm like, you know what? Let's turn on the mics now and let's just record. Let's get the guitar and maybe record an idea and then develop it into something bigger.
So where can people find? Do you have a YouTube channel or anything?
Yes.
Where do they find you for your music?
Michael Rivera, Michael Donato Rivera. I think my handle right now in YouTube is at MDR Show.
Okay.
There's music, there's real estate, there's a little bit of food reviews.
Okay.
So I'm working on building that channel too.
You are one of the most talented humans that I know, and I mean that, truly.
Thank you.
That's very cool. You got a lot of gifts.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And I think we all do. I think we all have a lot of gift and hidden talents that a lot of people don't go there. And they're like, oh yeah, one day I wanted to do this, or I'm good at this, but then with life and work and, we just don't focus on that. And the book talks a lot about that. Like, how are you going to, find your passions?
Yeah.
The book gives you a guide on how to identify those talents and passions. And what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? It's more satisfying to do something that you love. Even though I'm not saying everybody, oh, you hate your job, stop working. No, you have the job, right? Maybe you're not happy there, but what else? There's something else bigger for you. Look at that, and how can you just start tapping into it and step by step, maybe merging into something that you love, a business, helping others, or a nonprofit. I don't know, something that is calling you, a bigger purpose.
Because when you're passionate about something as big as that, you are, I can hear in your voice your passion and your love for helping people. I mean, it shows.
It is, and it's truly, like, I love, like, sitting down with somebody, and just talking about this. And newer agents, I give them my phone, in Ignite class. Yeah. Like, reach out to me if you have any questions. I can give you, this is what I do. I'm not going to hide my secrets. And no, what do you need? That's it. Open house, this is how I do them. Calling people, this is the text I send.
Yes.
But a lot of people, I think, they don't find their wave. You can give to people what to do, and I tell them, you don't have to do exactly as I do it.
That's right.
Or as anybody, but find your groove and do it. Just do it.
Yep. Just back to
just do it. And it's about this business. I've learned that you need to change gear when something is. Don't get stuck in like, okay, I'm cold calling today for the next 6 months. I'm just cold calling. No. Try a little bit of everything, reach out to people through Facebook.
That's right.
Become known in your community, do a community event. Try different things.
It all comes back to people and relationships. Yep. Exactly. I mean, like you said, it doesn't matter where you're going to, just who can we help?
Who can we help?
Yeah.
Giveaways. People love giveaways.
All the things.
Yeah. I
am so excited. I'm excited for your success.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that we left out today that our audience should know?
I would say to newer agents,
yeah,
just surround yourself with the people that add to your life, not people that just, you come to people sometime with this great idea. They're like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're going to do that. Good luck.
Sure.
You don't want those naysayers around,
Yeah.
Make a plan, write it down. That there's power when you write things down. Like, I would say to them every night, sit down, write a few things that you're grateful for, and say, what I did wrong today, how can I improve? And then on the next page, this is what I do, so I'm giving it away. Next day, you say, I am awake by 5 a.m., I pray, I meditate, I do affirmations. Then I do admin and write, what you're going to do. Have a plan. You want to do $100,000, write it down. This year, I want to make $100,000. This year, I want to do 200. How am I going to get this? How many people do I need to call? Like, to newer agents, just focus on that every day. You don't have to do 7 hours, 8 hours of lead gen. At least do 2, 3 of like intentional, like people are glad to talk to me. I'm gonna be a resource for people. People love, doing business with me.
Yes, 100%.
Elevate your frequency. That way you start attracting instead of chasing. Like we're all little Wi-Fi signals, but if you wake up surviving mode every morning, one of my favorite authors is John C. Maxwell.
Yeah.
I love his speeches, his books, and I had the opportunity to see him live once. And I remember one of the nuggets I got from that, he said, if you don't wake up every day excited about your day, go back to bed until you do.
That's right.
If you wake up like, snooze, I gotta go to work, dragging. No.
Your whole day will go like that.
Your whole day. Those first minute, when you wake up and say like, wow, I'm awake again. Thank you, Lord. Today's going to be a great day.
Yep.
You're setting yourself for success.
So good. So good.
Thank you.
If people want to hear and reach out to you for more, maybe they need to buy or sell. Maybe they just want to talk music.
Let's go.
How should they reach out to you?
Well, they can reach out through me through WhatsApp, 980-347-9664, or call me, text me. To all the newer agents that, need a little help or guidance, feel free to reach out. If you're a person that gets to see this and you're thinking about switching and you want to go to real estate, this is the place. Keller Williams Ballantyne. I would highly recommend you send me a text. Yes. I will personally give you a tour, present you this awesome lady right here, and we'll go from there.
You're the best.
Yes. Thank you.